Up next, we have Coach Helfrich. The Ducks take California this weekend, and we'll open it up to questions for Coach.
To ask Coach a question, please press *1. And your first question comes on the line of Stephanie Lowe, Seattle Times.
Hey, Mark. Where did the inspiration for the white sheets on the sideline come from? I mean, like, of all the ways that you could have hidden your signals?
Just having seen other people do similar methods of whether it's a towel or, some other mechanism. Some people use those just to, like, play cards and block things out. And we just decided to do the full-length deal.
Do you feel as if stealing signals is a part of football, or is there a line that teams shouldn't cross?
I don't know. We were just trying to protect our stuff.
Do you feel like it worked?
I have no idea.
Okay, thanks.
Yep.
Your next question comes from the line of Kevin Gimmel, ESPN.com.
Hey, Coach. Charles Nelson seems to be right at home on defense there. What's been the biggest success for him in terms of his adjustment going back and forth on both sides of the ball?
His biggest success, is that what you said?
Yeah, what's contributed to his success?
I think he's tough and smart. He's one of those guys that would have won every ribbon at a all-comers track meet or every race at the swim meet. Just kind of that type of kid that does everything well, and then he's tough and smart. He's still putting it together from a just technical standpoint defensively and fitting and tackling and all those things. But he's so good on special teams, and he's just a guy that we need to keep healthy and keep on the field.
Perfect. Thanks, Coach.
Sure.
Your next question comes from the line of David Bosch, BearInsider.com.
Morning, Coach. Statistically, anyway, you guys have really struggled on defense. Has there been any one particular thing you can point to that one area that you're really having troubles with, and are things improving?
Well, yeah, I mean things are improving, but then we give up a ton of yards last week, and there are reasons for that. We've got our entire secondary is new from last year, and at this point in the season, that's kind of an excuse, as far as a reason. But you're always seeing new things for the first time, whether it's Cal's offense versus Arizona State's offense versus whoever's offense. But our guys are competing hard. We still need to fit runs better, tackle better, cover better, defend deep to short better. And so we're working, definitely work in progress.
Okay, thanks.
Sure.
Your next question comes from the line of Ryan Karch, Orange County Register.
Hey, Coach. I know a lot of coaches and scouts have suggested that tackling has become a problem in college football. Do you think tackling has gotten worse, just what you've seen nationwide? And how do you improve at tackling when, especially in the Pac-12, you have limited full pads practice time to work with?
Well, I think it has to do with space, and whether you're trying to tackle whoever, Bryce Tregg's in space or Kenny Lawler in space, that's hard. And in old school football, when you're in two backs and one tight end and everybody's in a confined region, when the three technique misses the tackle, there's somebody else right on top of him to either the ball gets bounced to one of his own guys, or there's another defender there that everything's just that much more condensed. In quote unquote modern football, everybody's spread out, every space, and so it's different. I think if you go back and watch, I don't know, Sid Gilman football, there's probably guys miss some tackles back then as well.
Mm-hmm. How do you improve tackling, especially in the Pac-12 where you have limited time to work on it? Is that just something you have to focus on in the off season and then hope it holds?
Well, yeah, I mean, tackling to the ground is something that is one of those things you just never you're walking a fine line all the time, and whether it's in spring ball or you're limited from a scholarship standpoint, you're limited body wise, and but at the same time you have to be great at it. So that's always a fine line, and recruiting fast, athletic guys that can get guys on the ground is paramount.
How much would you say you guys work on practicing tackling fundamentals on a weekly basis?
Oh, every day, fundamentally every day. Every day we're out there, we're fitting, whether it's a bag or a shield if we're not fitting a body. But as far as tackling to the ground in the season, virtually never.
Yeah. Thanks.
Sure.
Your next question comes from the line of Jeff Barluto with Oakland Tribune.
Good morning, Coach. You were asked about your secondary, your young defensive back group. A year ago, Cal was very young and didn't have any depth back there, and they got chewed up pretty good. What do you see when you look at their secondary now? And also on a sort of different note, what are your concerns about Goff against your young guys back there?
Both of those are areas of concern. They're tremendously improved on defense. Obviously, having a couple JC guys impact in there is big, and then the guys that are returning are that much more confident, that much more seasoned, and they're healthy. And I think that's the key to their whole success offensively as well. Is just they've always been extremely talented. We happened to catch them kind of lucky last year in terms of their overall health. From that standpoint, but then your other question with Jared Goff, he's tremendous. I mean, he is. You turn on every tape, and he's putting balls on the money and deep, short, screen game. The run pass kind of double conflict they put you in a ton is a huge concern. And then they've got the running game impact has been just that much bigger this year than it has in the past. They've done a great job with that.
Do you think people are respecting the run game yet, or do you think they're still pretty much saying we have to deal with Goff and we'll take our chances with the run game?
Well, it's just like body blow, haymaker, and you have to defend the body blow and you have to defend the haymaker, and so they do a great job of run pass, quick game element, basically getting the ball out in a hurry, but still having a run option to it, and then also the downfield element is the ones that are game changing.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Your next question comes from the line of Chantel Jennings, ESPN.com.
Hey, Mark.
Hey,
I know
Chantel.
last year with Marcus, he would freelance, and it was, he was Marcus, so magic was probably going to happen. I was curious this season with Vernon, especially in those late moments against Arizona State, how comfortable are you when he does sort of freelance or just, run those far out of the pocket?
Yeah, I'm extremely comfortable as long as we start in the right spot, and that's with a guy like Vernon. You just can't, it's like breaking a stallion, which I've never done, and I don't even know if that's a good analogy. But having that element of playmaker, of playground ball, improvised, he's done some great things, for many years. So you don't want to squelch that, but at the same time, if number one is wide open, you'd love to throw it to number one. And so it's just making sure that we know where to start and get that going. And then when things break down, that's when what he does becomes so valuable and so meaningful.
And you said that it's always a scale with mental health and physical health and everything with Vernon, but when he got back and with his finger and everything, and once he was 100% healthy, is he at a point now where he's 100% mentally healthy as well, you think, not even thinking about that during the game?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he's not thinking about that. Yes.
That wraps up questions for Coach. Thank you and good luck this weekend.
All right, thank you.